Why do teenagers feel that they can't tell their parents most things? When I was 15, my mom gave me this phone for my birthday. She was so proud, talking about how she trusted me and everything, but then she pulls out this typed-up contract she'd made. She said I could have privacy but not secrets. That meant she could check my phone whenever she wanted. I thought it was fair. I mean, I wasn't doing anything bad anyway. At first, it was totally fine. My texts were just boring stuff like homework reminders and making plans to hang out. My mom would randomly grab my phone at dinner or whatever, scroll through for like 2 minutes, then hand it back with a smile. I actually felt good about it because I had nothing to hide. But by sophomore year, everything changed. I found this group of friends who were like me, kind of anxious, definitely not popular, but we just got each other. There was Amy, who had panic attacks during tests. There was Tyler, whose parents were getting divorced, and Ben, who was stressed about coming out to his family. We had this group chat where we talked about everything. Not bad stuff, just real stuff. Like when I had a panic attack in the school bathroom because I thought I was failing chemistry, or when Amy's mom screamed at her for an hour about her grades, or when Tyler would vent about hearing his parents fight at night. It was the first place I ever felt like I could be honest about how scared and overwhelmed I felt all the time. One night I fell asleep watching Netflix with my phone next to me on the bed. My mom came in to do her usual check, and instead of just looking at my recent texts, she found our group chat. She didn't just scan it either. She took screenshots, like a lot of them. She stayed up until 2 a.m. reading through weeks of messages. The thing is, I hadn't done anything wrong, but Amy had been going through this really dark time and had said some stuff about not wanting to be here anymore. My mom freaked out. She thought Amy might hurt herself, so she printed out all the screenshots and took them straight to our school counselor first thing Monday morning. I had no idea. I got called to the counselor's office during third period, and I was so confused. I walked in and saw this huge stack of printed papers on Mrs. Johnson's desk. Then I realized what they were. Every single message, every joke, every complaint about our parents, every time we talked about feeling depressed or anxious, even the stupid stuff like when we made fun of our teachers or talked about boys we liked. Mrs. Johnson wasn't mean about it. She was actually really nice. She said she was worried about Amy and wanted to make sure everyone in our friend group was okay. But sitting there looking at all our private conversations printed out in black and white, I felt completely naked, like someone had gone through my diary and posted it on the school bulletin board. When I got home, I exploded at my mom. She kept saying she did the right thing, that she might have saved Amy's life, but all I could think about was how she'd taken our safe space and destroyed it. The group chat died that day. Amy's parents pulled her out of school. Tyler and Ben stopped talking to me because they blamed me for not locking my phone. Our friend group just fell apart. Amy did get help, which I guess was good, but I lost the only people who really understood me, and I stopped telling my mom anything after that. When I started skipping classes because I felt too anxious to go, I didn't tell her. When I stopped eating lunch because my stomach was always in knots, I kept it to myself. When I started having trouble sleeping because I couldn't stop worrying about everything, I just dealt with it alone. She'd still check my phone, but there was nothing to find anymore. I'd learned to keep all my real conversations on apps she didn't know about, or just talk to people in person.